My name's Johnny.
Drop it.
Hey, how's it going, Joker fam? It's your boy, Haha Joker, aka the Black Joker, back at it again. Another Madden video for you guys. So, as you guys know, the second part to the NFL Combine is out. We have John Ross, as you guys can see, as a limited time player, which would kind of lead me to believe that more than likely they're going to make Chris Johnson a limited time player. Wouldn't be surprised if they go that route, but we're going to go ahead and talk about the few NFL Combine players that are here, and then we're going to talk about two other things. One of them being a question that I got in my comment section about my main theme team. Have I made any changes with it? What am I doing with it? And am I using that instead of the Oakland Raiders theme team? I'm going to get into that real quick too. And we're going to get into the NFL, not the NFL. We're going to get into the Ultimate Legends, my bad, that I missed on Saturday. So, knew they were out, just didn't make a video on it. That's going to be really quick. But we're going to get into the NFL Combine first. I'm going to try to make sure that this video doesn't go too long. Again, yeah, my hair is kind of messed up right now. I just got off of work, so apologize for that. But we're going to go ahead and get into this real quick. So, first up, we're going to start off with the 90 to 91 overall player. Now, again, this is a very good budget player for some of you. I went to 94 to 95 because I'm tripping. 90 to 91. Now, this will be a good budget player for a lot of you because for some of you guys, it's a little bit difficult to get top tier players and stuff like that, especially if you're no money spent. So again, this player is always had speed, very good, and I'm not surprised that he's got a card. Actually, he's in the 93, my bad, he's a 93 overall. But the new 91 that we have is Quinn Williams. Now again, this Quinn Williams is trash because he played like trash all year, so not surprised by that. But we're gonna go ahead and look at his stats real quick. It doesn't really matter what his stats are. We have his rookie premiere: 78 speed, 86 acceleration, 89 strength, 86 tackle, 84 play rec, 86 block. Nothing in the 90s. All right. So again, this Quinn Williams is garbage. All right, but I have his rookie premiere. I thought he was gonna do better, but obviously did not. It is what it is. Now, 92 to 93. Now, this is interesting, right? So, we had this card last year. He was an absolute monster last year. And this year, it's more of the same. So, again, 92 speed at 6'6" right outside linebacker. Just want you guys to understand this. This man's 6'6" with 92 speed, 94 acceleration, 81 strength, 93 tackle, 89 play rec, 84 block shed, which is not the best, but he has 80 power move with a 90 finesse. Now, this man, it's crazy. I don't think he has good zone, to be honest with you, but we're going to check this real quick just in case. So his zone's 39. So no. So he's a pass rusher, ultimately. But if this guy, right, if he goes to a better team, man, and actually like can play well and do something, like this man could actually become like a top tier card on a lot of people's teams, maybe next year, maybe the year after, who knows. But he has potential, okay? And he, like I say, he's a good player to have on your team if you're like no money spent or something like that. So again, Montez Sweat, very good player, very, very good. Whoops, I backed out of the auction house. Now we're gonna go ahead and get into the top tier players since we don't have any 94s and 95s. We're gonna go ahead and jump right to the 96s, the 97s. And then we're going to talk about this John Ross. Now, again, I get John Ross, yeah, 99 speed, well-deserved. Completely understand that. But, ultimately, we're going to go to Denzel Ward in a second, but I wanted to just get to this John Ross real quick. So, John Ross, great speed, okay? 99 deep route running, great. 89 mid route running, 91 short, 90 spec, with an 88 catch in traffic, with a 91 catch and a 90 jump. Now, speed in this game is nice. Okay, it's a nice thing to have. Great. But if you guys know anything about Madden, there's no difference ultimately between 99 speed and 98 speed. You're not going to see much of a difference. Granted, I've seen plenty of people that, stat-wise, that are slower than Eric Dickerson still catch him in open field. Okay? I've seen Warren Sapp catch plenty of times in the backfield my Eric Dickerson. So speed is not as glamorous as you think. Now, as far as straight beeline running, like a streak or a fade route, cool. Yeah, you can probably beat a corner. But if that corner is playing off, if that corner is not pressing, John Ross, if that corner is not pressing, John Ross' speed is not going to do anything for you. Now, again, you'll run into some people that like to run the one-play touchdowns with, the post, the deep post over top of what. That has nothing to do with speed. I want that to be, get that through people, that has nothing at all to do with speed. Okay, that is just a breakdown and the defense, and that's it. That's what that play does. You can simply just do something different. Don't want to say, I've already said it plenty of times on how to stop one-play touchdowns, but all you have to do is just make the adjustment, and there you go. That's it. This speed, in my honest opinion, is only good for one thing, and that's streaks and fade routes. That's it. There's no other necessary reason. Now, again, my Calvin Johnson, has 96 speed. By the way, never got into this because this was part of my main theme team. I'll get into it in a second. But anyways, my Calvin Johnson has 96 speed, On my team, obviously he'll have 99 speed. But he also has 98 jump, 93 catch, 95 catch in traffic, 96 spec, 93 short, 90 mid route running with a 95 deep. There's so many other tangibles that he has that makes him better, and he'll still get to 99 speed regardless. So this John Ross, to me, in my honest opinion, is not all that. And hell sure ain't worth 677K. So I want you guys to keep that in mind. Now, next up, we have Denzel Ward. Now, Denzel Ward is a special case. Denzel Ward has 96 speed, 96 acceleration, 96 agility, 93 jump, 90 play rec, 96 man, 89 zone with a 95 press. Again, very good man cover corner. There we go. Very good at man coverage. Good press, 95 press on teams. He'll have on anybody's team as long as you have lockdown, he'll have 99 press. At least he should. So you're talking about his corner with 99 press that will have 99 speed with 99 man coverage. This is an absolute beast of a card. It's just the way it is. And who knows? I might consider picking him up. I don't know. Again, my corners are pretty stacked the way they are, and I don't want to pay $254K for him or whatever he's going for, $244K. To me, it just doesn't make sense. So, that's my 2 cents on it, on the players. But Denzel Ward is a good corner. If you want to pick up Denzel Ward, go ahead. If you don't have the corners that you want or need, or if you can't get a Deion Sanders, Denzel Ward is definitely a very, very good replacement. If you can't get Deion or don't want Deion or whatever the case is. So, keep that in mind. Take it with a grain of salt. Now, next up we have the Ultimate Legends that I never got a chance to get to. Ray Lewis is one of them. I believe Kellen Winslow is the other. And Ken Houston is the last one, if I'm not mistaken. So, Ken Houston going for $527K. Now, my thoughts on Ken Houston. Out of any of these Ultimate Legends that have dropped this past weekend, Ken Houston will probably be the most likely I would pick up. Now, understand I'm not going to pick him up for the simple reason that I already have the strong safeties that I want. Now, Ken Houston has 94 speed, 93 acceleration, 89 tackle, 93 play rec, 92 pursuit, 89 man with a 95 zone, and a 92 hit power. So, again, just based off of these stats, right? You're talking about Ken Houston powered up. He'll have +2 speed, 95 speed. A little bit over Jamal Adams, right? He'll have +2 acceleration. So, again, there's that. He'll be +1 tackle. And he won't beat him in play rec. He won't beat him in pursuit. He won't beat him in man coverage. He'll have +2 on zone. And he hell sure is not beating him on hit power. So, Is Ken Houston really worth picking up? I don't think so. I don't think Ken Houston's worth that price. Again, for Taylor Mays to replace him, maybe, but Taylor Mays does very well for me, and his speed and acceleration is better. So it's pretty much just flipped, okay? So, again, now on the back of the card, the only stat that really jumps out is his jumping, as far as Ken Houston's, which his jumping is 94, Jamal Adams is only 81, which is very surprising to me. But it's just the way it is. Now, again, where Jamal Adams plays for me, he plays normally my linebacker spot for my nickel over G. So jumping could help, but again, if you guys scroll a little bit more down, since he plays in the box, block shedding does need to be a thing. Ken Houston is more of an over top safety. He's not in the box safety for me. Ken Houston only has 68 block shed, while Jamal Adams has 71. You get what I'm saying? So again, same thing with Taylor Mays. Taylor Mays has 84. So I can switch Jamal Adams or Taylor Mays if I want in the box as far as how good their block shedding is. But Ken Houston only has 68. That's not going to do me much of anything. So again, Ken Houston is good. Don't get me wrong, but it's just depending on how you use him. If you use him as an over top safety, great, cool. But for me, I already have Taylor Mays. He is my over top safety. And I have Jamal Adams playing in the box because Jamal Adams is a better run stuffer than Ken Houston would be. So that's my 2 cents on that. Ray Lewis is up next. Now, Ray Lewis, I had Ray Lewis's card. His power-up, and I had his most feared. And I got rid of it. Because, here's the thing. Ray Lewis has 91 speed, 91 acceleration, 91 strength, 97 tackle, 97 play rec, 93 block shed, 97 hit power with a 72 zone. Now, here's my thing with this, right? For me to get this Ray Lewis, I would need to spend, let me go back real quick. He's going for, his cheapest card is going for $536K, all right? Whereas Brian Urlacher's card was going for around 200 and something K when I first picked him up. 91 speed, powered up. He'll only have 1 speed over, 1 acceleration over. He'll beat him out by quite a bit in strength. Plus 2 on tackle, plus 3 on play rec. Powered up Ray Lewis. I just want to keep that in mind. His block shed would beat him out. His hit power would beat him out. And Brian Urlacher will win in the zone. Here's my take on this, right? Ray Lewis will be a user for me if I picked him up, right? To me, it doesn't make sense for me. And on top of that, I have Tahir Whitehead also, which he beats him out in play rec. He beats him out in block shed. Beats him out in zone by only a little bit, but the hit power is close enough to the same. Speed, he'll beat him out in, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? Strength, he'll definitely beat Tahir Whitehead out. But again, it's like, this is a linebacker I already have, obviously because of the Oakland Raiders theme team. Urlacher, he's a good user for me. You know what I'm saying? I don't have any problems with Urlacher that I would need to break down, you know, Urlacher to pick up Ray Lewis or whatever the case is. To me, none of my linebackers are not going to have abilities. So to me, what sense does it make for me to pick up a 500K card? Like, if I was getting profit from Urlacher to then pick up Ray Lewis, then it would make sense for me to do that. Now, understand, guys, I don't want to give you guys this notion that these Ultimate Legends are bad. It's just for how I run my team and what I do with my team, they just don't necessarily fit what I want to do. In Ray Lewis's case, he will fit what I want to do because I can use a Ray Lewis all day. It's just the only problem is that, like I said, I already have Urlacher. And their stats are, Ray Lewis does beat him out in a good amount of the stats. But it's like, does he beat him out that bad that I can't use an Urlacher anymore? I don't think so. When I use an Urlacher, I use him just fine. So, again, if I'm just looking for a user linebacker, if it was that bad, I will go pick up Deion Jones. Deion Jones would be the perfect user for me. Or pick up, what's his name, Ryan Shazier. You know what I'm saying? So, again, it just all depends on how you run your team and how you go about doing things. But that's just my 2 cents as far as dealing with him. Now, as far as Kellen Winslow, if I can't find a card of him up, I'll just go ahead and tell you guys my thoughts on the Kellen Winslow just outright. Okay, so they do have a Kellen Winslow up. Now, the Kellen Winslow's going for $330K right now. It's his cheapest. So, here's my 2 cents on this, right? Kellen Winslow has 90 speed. He will not beat Darren Waller in that. He has a little bit better strength. He'll have the same catch. Won't have better catch of traffic. He won't have better spec. He has better short and better mid route running, but way less run blocking. Now, Kellen Winslow, to me, this should be self-explanatory for some of you, but I'm going to go ahead and get into it just a little bit. Kellen Winslow is a one-trick pony, in a sense, that he's a receiver. That's it. He's a 6'5" receiver. That is all he's good for. He has no run block. Okay? None. Alright? At least Darren Waller has a good mix of good catching stats. Now, his route running might not be top tier, but it's, George Kittle's route running is not top tier like Kellen Winslow's is. None of my tight ends have that beastly route running, but they get the job done. They have good run, at least for Darren Waller, he has a decent run block. Everybody knows George Kittle has beastly run blocking, but Darren Waller has decent run block. On my team, he'll have 82 run block, but he has better speed. He has better catching stats. The only thing he lacks is the route running. So, again, in my personal opinion, Kellen Winslow is not a pick. Now, if you just want a receiving tight end and that's it, yeah, Kellen Winslow's definitely a pickup because he's essentially a receiver. No run blocking, great route running, and great catching stats with not so bad speed for a tight end. So, that's what that is. And everybody knows this is a run meta Madden, and you need to have tight ends that can block. And 67 run block ain't going to get the job done, Chief. It's just the way it is. Now, we got the Ultimate Legends done. We got the Ultimate Legends. Oh, and the NFL Combine's done. So those are done. Now, main team. Have I made changes to my main team? Yes, I have. Why do I use my main team? And if so, why do I use my main team over my theme team? Okay. Now, changes that I made to my main team. Darren Waller is on my main theme team. I did have Delaney Walker because I'd rather have a better run blocking tight end. But because of the things that Darren Waller can get, I think I could use Darren Waller better than I could use Kittle. I put abilities and X Factor stuff on Darren Waller. Now, Darren Waller on my team, X Factor is double me. And as far as his abilities goes, he has Matchup Nightmare, which has been very glitchy. I've seen it used on YouTube. I've seen it used against me. As you guys know, in my last gameplay video, Gronkowski absolutely destroyed me with Matchup Nightmare. So that's what I have that for. Red Zone Threat, which is getting the red zone and just pretty much high point pass it to Darren Waller. And I will say 8 times out of 10 he'll come down with it. And Tight End Apprentice, which helps me with hot routes, with doing certain things. His hot route tree, as far as, well, you can only line him up at tight end. So when he's lined up anywhere else, I don't think he gets those, the tight end stuff. But when he's lined up as a tight end, he gets, and I just want to keep one thing clear. If you have him lined up as a shotgun and shotgun formation, it does not consider him a tight end. It considers him a fullback. So keep that in mind. If he's in shotgun and you have Tight End Apprentice on, it does not consider him a tight end. It consider him a running back slash halfback slash fullback. You will have to motion him down to the line of scrimmage for him to be considered a tight end. So keep that in mind. But his hot routes are, I believe, the trail, crosser, post, and corner. So those are his adjustments. His hot routes for his Tight End Apprentice. So just keep that in mind. But that's one change that I made for my team as far as that. The other change is Calvin Johnson. I'm about to say Kelvin. Calvin Johnson is another change that I made to my team. Now, shout out to my dog, Madden Beast. He's the one who gave me the Calvin Johnson. He was pulling packs or whatever. So at the time of me putting out, when I believe when Eric Dickerson came out and when Rod Woodson came out, I bought Eric Dickerson on my own, and Rod Woodson was given to me by Madden Beast. And also, he had a Calvin Johnson, which he was going to quick sell for training and just kind of re-roll it. But he was like, you know what? If you want Calvin, go ahead. So I went ahead and tried out Calvin, and I ended up liking him. So shout out to my dog, Madden Beast, for dropping me to Calvin Johnson. But I had him, picked him up, or not picked him up, but yeah, he was given to me. And Amari Cooper, obviously you guys know I picked him up, and Herman Morton is, you know, powered up all the way because I have the last team captain token. And the other adjustment that I made to my team was Fred Warner. Now, Fred Warner plays very good out of my 3-4. So I'm a little bit more comfortable running 3-4. Mike Jones, as you guys know, is a very good zone linebacker too. So I have very good zone backers here to play out of my 3-4. So I might be running a little bit more 3-4s and stuff like that. But we'll see. I'm not so sure on that. I got to like get in the lab and see how I run with it. But as it is, those are the few adjustments that I made to the team. Will I be making more? Of course, it is my main team that I use. Now, the other question, what do I use my main team for that I can't use my theme team for? Now, understand, guys, that yes, I am rocking fillers on my team. But as it is, you guys seen it in the gameplays, I'm not the best person in Madden, okay? Understand that. But you guys can see how heavy the defense is as far as the offense. How important defense is versus the offense side of the ball when it comes to the Oakland Raiders theme team. That is due to the part mainly, I would say, because I don't have a quarterback with escape artists. Keep in mind, Dante Culpepper is, throwing stats-wise, is a very good quarterback. But, again, I've been saying this for so long, since I started doing YouTube, that if you don't have a quarterback with escape artists, you put yourself at a severe disadvantage. Because, as you guys should know, 9 times out of 10, when you're playing Madden, when you're playing head-to-head, you're playing weekend league, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be playing somebody who's going to be blitzing 7 to 8 people at you at a time. And if you don't have a quarterback that can break loose out of that pocket and get out of dodge, you're 9 times out of 10, you're going to get sacked. It's just that simple. So, again, it sucks. It's a little bit crippling, and it's just the way it is. Now, again, as far as my main team compared to my theme team, no, there isn't much difference. I still have Eric Dickerson. I still have Marcus Allen. I still got Moss. I still got Rice. We got Amari Cooper. The only difference as far as the receiving core is Calvin and Herman Moore. The O-line, virtually the same. Actually, as a matter of fact, it is the same outside of Trent Brown. He's second string right tackle on my team. Tight ends, though, big difference. The tight ends, George Kittle, very good run blocking tight end. Mercedes Lewis, very good run blocking tight end. On the opposite end, Casper, not a good run blocking tight end. Jared Cook, obviously not a good run blocking tight end whatsoever. So that does play a role because these guys are my outside anchors on my run plays. Everything inside is good because the O-line is, for the most part, very good. But when it comes to stretches and I got to hook that edge and take off, the run blocking is going to fall apart because the tight ends don't have good run blocking. They don't have good lead block. They're not good in the run whatsoever. So that's a big difference. Now, defensively, virtually pretty much everything's the same. Tahir Whitehead, I have my second string, but he starts on the Raiders. Mike Jones, he's an Oakland Raider. He starts on my team. Fred Warner, obviously, that's a 49er, but Taylor Mays, Oakland Raider, starts on my team. I have Sean Taylor as a second string, but yeah, Ronnie Lott, Raider. Rob Woodson, Raider. Tracy Porter, Raider. Nambi, obviously. Warren Sapp. I have Calais Campbell, which helps in a sense until John Henderson gets an upgrade, an UL upgrade, then it will be a little bit more manageable. But as it is, I have Calais Campbell Calais Campbell plays my D tackle spot alongside with Warren Sapp. So Calais Campbell obviously is better than John Henderson in that sense. So again, until John Henderson gets his upgrade, obviously. But again, I have Khalil Mack. He plays my end on my when I go into my specialist. Khalil Mack, he's at my rush end. So again, when I go into things like weekend league and stuff like that, yeah, you do see a noticeable difference. Now, I can win games in weekend league with my theme team. I've done it before plenty of times, okay? The difference is that when it comes down to it, there is going to be moments, and this is how EA operates. EA operates in moments. When you fumble a ball and the opposing team scores off that fumble, that moment that you fumble a ball is like, Like, if that fumble didn't happen, this whole game, I probably could have won this. It's based off of one moment. That one moment that I need to get out the pocket and I can't do it because Culpepper doesn't have escape artists, I'm going to be like, bro, if I had Steve Young, this wouldn't have been an issue. And it's one of those things. And when it comes to weekend league, every win matters. And it's just that simple. So, again, this is why I rock with this theme team. And as far as my main team, yeah, I have 49ers stuff on them. They're chemmed out jerseys and everything. Not chemmed out, but they have jerseys and stuff. 37 out of 30 zone run, 30 out of 30 West Coast, 30 out of 30 pass rush, 35 out of 30 lockdown. 49ers is 27 out of 30. And Sprinters 34 out of 30. Brawler is 32 out of 30. And of course, I got some Oakland Raiders players on here, obviously, so they got strength, jump, and agility. Madden Kim's is all the way maxed out like it always is. But mainly, a big difference is that Brawler, I can tier out both things. I can tier out Sprinter all the way maxed out and Brawler all the way maxed out. And no, I'm not, if anybody's going to ask, no, I am not going to run max out 49ers. That's not going to happen. Fred Warner is a beast of a right outside linebacker, which is why he's on my team. And that's it. The most I can see myself getting up to is 30, and that's it. Like, the only reason I have this on here, the Niners, essentially, is because a lot of the players that have played for the Niners also play for Oakland. So it makes things 10 times easier for me. And Steve Young, obviously, it helps him out a lot too. But mainly it's more so that when it comes down to it, people like Larry Allen, he'll be good in the blocking. I still have 15 out of whatever it is for Oakland, so Geno Upshaw gets a little bit of a boost. But ultimately, that's mainly what it's for. And again, it was supposed to just be for the plus one speed, which is 25 out of 50. But you know, I went ahead, decided to put Darren Waller, decided to start him, and then picked up Fred Warner because I believe I had, who was it? I had a right outside line. I think it was Telvin Smith still. And, like, I didn't really care because I normally don't get into 3-4 anyways. But I was like, you know what? Fred Warner's good. He's a 49er. He'll get some chem boosts from the 49ers. He'll get that plus one speed, so I might as well. And then I thought about Joe Staley, and I was like, you know what? I might as well try to power him up and get him up too because this will help in the run game. And on top of that, this will help with my fillers too for my Oakland Raiders theme team. So there's that too. Now, when it gets closer to the end of the year, my main team is going to be the first thing to go, obviously. So I'm probably just going to end up quick selling everything, or not quick selling everything, but I'm going to end up selling everything off of my main team, obviously outside of the players that are Oakland Raiders. And then I'll probably run my last few gameplays or whatever when it gets to that point towards the end of the year. And I'll just run the rest of my games through my Oakland Raiders theme team. But as it is, content purposes wise, I need to have the coins. Everything kind of falls into play for this. You know what I'm saying? This is why I have my main team. My main team helps me more in weekend league than it does with my Oakland Raiders theme team. And it's just that simple. And when it comes down to it, I need to have the coins in order to therefore help my Oakland Raiders theme team and help my content that I want to put out for you guys. And again, I don't pull packs. You guys don't see me pull packs for the channel. Like, I will put out like last week, which we didn't meet the light goal. It is what it is. I don't really care because that means I get to keep my coins. So if I pull packs, it will have to be because a lot of you guys comment and ask me, hey, you should pull such and such pack. I got the coins to do it, but if I can just get the player that I want instead, I would much rather do that. But again, I said this before, and I'll say it again. I'm a content creator first, Madden player second. So if you guys want to see that, pulling packs and stuff for content, I got no problem with it. But as it is, everything kind of works its way out. You know what I'm saying? Oakland Raiders, I can only see myself maybe getting 16 wins with them. Okay? Which is not bad. But again, I can get 18 wins with my main team, which will give me more coins, more trophies, more wiggle room for coins, because that's mainly what it's about, is getting my coins up so that way when I don't want to get caught in a situation where another Eric Dickerson and Rod Woodson drop for the theme team and damn, I ain't got no coins for this. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I have the main team. That's why I have the main theme team. And 9 times out of 10, if I'm using my main theme team, it's for weekend league. Most of the time when I'm running, just so I can get used to the scheme and how the team plays and stuff, if I do run with my theme team, it's only in head-to-head. As far as weekend league, speaking of weekend league, we actually finished out in 18 wins, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure it was 18. Yeah. So you finished out with 18 wins in weekend league, so I'm very happy about that. So again, that's, like I said, that's a good amount of coins that we're getting back, and hopefully this weekend coming up, when new ULs drop, we can go ahead and get some more Oakland Raider players. Hopefully Willie Brown, who knows? Okay, and fingers crossed, hopefully Charles Woodson. You know, I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be mad about it, all right? But we'll see in due time, But anyways, guys, I've already stretched this video out too long as it is. But anyways, guys, I hope I answered your question as far as why I have a main theme team for the people that have asked about it. Am I still going to be using my theme team? Of course. Am I still going to be putting out theme team gameplays? Of course. That's never going to change. But as far as weekend league goes, that main team is strictly weekend league and getting my coins up. Anyways, that's the ULs that I didn't go over that last week or weekend that just passed. Those are the new NFL Combine players. I hope that I fully explained the theme team and the main team to you guys, and I hope there's no hard feelings and ain't no problems. If it is, I'm sure you guys are going to let me know in the comment section below. But with that being said, you guys also let me know in the comment section below, how do you guys feel about the NFL Combine? You guys like the promo? Have you picked up anybody? But anyways, guys, that's going to be the end of the video. Make sure you guys like, subscribe to the channel, Joker Family. Your support means a lot. To the next one, guys. Peace.